Everybody, respected Chairman and Director Mohan Rao Garu and other HR directors and distinguished scientists from CSR family and young students and research scholars. First of all, I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity, and simultaneously I am very much grateful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor for giving this opportunity. Just for youngsters, I would like to introduce myself. Myself is Professor K. Jeevan Rao. I work as a professor in the College of Agriculture, Rajendra. I was involved in teaching, research and administration for the last 30 years. I was the fellow of the AP Academy of Sciences, and I am due to receive AP Scientist, Best Scientist Award from the post. It is going to be organized shortly. And I was elected twice ex-council member of Indian Science Congress Association, and I was vice president at national level, my parent society, Indian Society of Soil Science, which is located at IRA. Now coming to just, I am coming from, as the chairperson said, I am coming from Agricultural University. Just for 1 minute I will take about, say something about Agricultural University. Andhra Pradesh Agricultural University was established on 12th June 1964, and it was renamed as Acharya Engineering Agricultural University on 7th November 1996. Now at present we have 8 agriculture colleges, 2 food science and technology, 3 colleges of agriculture engineering, and 1 college of home science, and 17 agricultural polytechnics. Very interesting, I want to submit here is 17 agricultural polytechnics in Telugu medium. After 10th, 2 years they study polytechnic and they work as a field assistants. Almost 1,000 students will be they take this diploma in agriculture polytechnic and you will see technology also. We have 47 agricultural stations throughout the state. Now it is the only statewide agricultural university in the state. Now horticulture is separated, veterinary is separated. Now we have veterinary university, horticulture university, agriculture university. And our intake is 1,132 BSc AG, Agriculture, Engineering, CABM, Food Science. From MSET, we will take 1,132 students every year from the MSET stream. And post-graduation, we take 267 from the graduation. Now coming to the national level, we have 53 state agriculture universities. And in this agriculture university system in the country, 55% are rural students, 45% are urban, and girls now it is increased to 36%. In the country we produce 25,000 undergraduates agriculture, masters 8,000, PhDs 2,000. How they are employed? 50% in government departments, 20% in private sector, 7% as teachers, 3% as research, 5% in banks, 1% is NGOs, 2% as self-employed, and 12% in others. This is regarding national agriculture system. Now coming to the recent news, just I want to quote, record 4 lakhs of applications have been received this year for MSET. This is the highest for last year compared with the since beginning of the MSET or last 10 years. Why I want to emphasize this is 4 lakh students after 10+2 they applied for MSET, means they want to go for medicine, engineering, agriculture, veterinary, dental, like that. Whether how much percent of these MSET applicants are coming to the science? Really, if they won't get even engineering here, they are ready to go other states, Karnataka, Maharashtra for engineering. But they don't want to come to the pure sciences, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology. That percent is very important. That one should be focused on that. And coming to the agriculture, we are taking around 100 MSET students. 50% are from Telugu medium. Almost 80 to 90% are from rural area. They are coming. They don't know most of the English basic language for the teaching in the professional colleges, and they lack. Even though I teach undergraduate, PG and MSc, PhD, my experience shows when I interact with the first year BSc students, they say, when I ask about the practical component in 10+2 in intermediate. Very horrible. 10+2 intermediate, you can't compare the practical component. I can say only 0 practicals. When the student says, only last week of second year they will show the labs, they will show some instruments. There is no practicals in Andhra Pradesh in intermediate. When I was a intermediate student at Government Degree College, Karimnagar, half a day will go to the practicals, zoology, botany, physics, chemistry. I used to frog dissection, earthworm dissection, cockroach dissection, all the systems I used to study. I honestly will ask the youngsters, how many of you know frog dissection, earthworm dissection, cockroach dissection, whether you have studied all the systems of all this at intermediate? How many? Okay. This is my experience, so that's the reason why declining it is for the science. 10+2 is very important. The standards are declining at 10+2 only. If you strengthen the practical component and the most scientific component at 10+2, we can attract more students for the pure sciences. Now another analogy I can compare, South India versus North India. We are very much crazy for IIT and medicine. I don't know why. When I frequently visit to Delhi, IRA, they are very much afraid of to talk about IITs and other things. But when we come to Hyderabad, at 7th class there is IIT coaching. I don't know. Why? Is there a need for a 7th class student to give a IIT coaching? The parents proudly says, our son is going for IIT coaching. What is this? 7th class student going for IIT coaching? Really, the perception, the outlook of a parent is should differ. Especially in South India, the parents are very much after IIT and medicine, nothing else. If there is no IIT medicine, there is no life. What is this? Really very pathetic. If you see across the country, social sciences, others basic sciences, really wonderful they are doing, other parts of the country. But in South India, this crazy is very much, okay? These are my observations. And parent perception should be changed. And the intermediate level, more practical components should be incorporated. And there is a clearly rural and urban divide. In education, primary education, high school education, 20% or 25% if you take in urban area, 65 to 70% in rural area. If you compare the standards of primary education, high school education in urban area and rural area, and facilities, really pathetic. How you can justify? Person is coming from a rural area with meager facilities. How you can compete for the urban boy or urban student? There is a need for urban people, for society to provide all the facilities similar to urban area. There is a project, the Honorable His Excellency was Abdul Kalamji when he was inaugurated Science Congress at our Anguru in 2006. Pura is a brainchild of the Honorable ex-former President Abdul Kalamji. Pura, providing urban amenities in rural areas. That was after the term is over, I think Government of India has forgotten the Pura. Okay. Now we have to balance the rural and urban. Okay, that's very important. And recently, yesterday I am watching TV in Kadapa. High school student, 13,000 high school students, they got eye problems. Almost they are A vitamin deficient. Their studies are affected. Now they are being checked and given the glasses. Means socio-economic conditions, health problems, and they are linked to the studies. You can't isolate only the studies part from the rural area. All are interlinked. Socio-economic conditions and the outlook, the perception toward the science. And I request the organizers specifically, very clearly, to brought out the recommendations tomorrow evening and hand over to the State Government of Andhra Pradesh and Department of 10th and Intermediate Board also for strengthening what are the steps to be taken by the Government of Andhra Pradesh to decrease the interest in the science and encourage the more number of students to come into the pure sciences. Thank you very much, everyone.